Hi, welcome to Physics Unit 3, Section 3.4, Part A, on Newton's laws of motion. Today we're talking about law number 1, the law of inertia. The law of inertia says an object at rest will stay at rest and an object in motion will stay in motion at a constant velocity unless acted on by an unbalanced force. The inertia is the tendency of an object to resist changes in its velocity, whether it's in motion or motionless. So those pumpkins will sit there forever without doing anything unless something or someone acts on them. Similarly, if you put a golf ball on a tee, it would sit there forever until something or someone struck it, unless there was an unbalanced force. Also, at the same time, though, once it's airborne, unless it's acted on by an unbalanced force like gravity and air friction, it would never stop, or at least it wouldn't be stopped for a long time. In 1971, on Apollo 14, astronaut Alan Shepard hit a golf ball on the moon. He became the first person to play golf on another world. Having hit the golf ball in the moon's low gravity environment, the ball remained above the surface for a minute. Here's a video of that recording.
Houston, while you're looking that up, you might recognize what I have in my hand as the handle for the contingency sample return. It just so happens to have a genuine 6-iron on the bottom of it. In my left hand, I have a little white pellet that's a million and millions of Americans. Drop it down. Unfortunately, the suit is so stiff I can't do this with two hands, but I'm going to try a little sand trap shot here. They got more dirt than ball this time. Got more dirt than ball. Here we go again. That looked like a slice to me, Al. There we go. Through the die. One more. Miles and miles and miles.
You heard him say at the end, it went for miles and miles and miles. So this is another little video that I found that is 7 inertia demonstrations. There's really no sound, so I'll talk you through it. They're putting things on top of various size rings, and you'll notice they just drop straight down in. But again, you do have to be quick in order to make this happen. If you pull something slow enough, it will actually fall and break because of that force of friction. This one definitely do not recommend that you do, but it works. This one, he's got a rolling chair. He pushed it all the way back, and it slides right off. And finally, this is an egg on top of a plastic bowl, and he's going to hit it with the handle of the broom. Hit the plate. But why then do we observe everyday objects in motion slowing down or becoming motionless, seemingly without any outside force? Well, you guessed it, it's friction. Friction is the unbalanced force that causes everything in our atmosphere to slow down. Objects on Earth, unlike the frictionless space the moon travels through, are always under the influence of friction. You slide a book across the table and watch it slide to a rest position. That book comes to rest because of the presence of friction. If it didn't have any friction, it would continue to go forever, at least until the end of the table. Newton's first law on you. Don't let this be you. Wear your seat belt. If you wear your seatbelt, you become part of the car, not an object in the car. Because of inertia, objects, including you, resist change in their motion. When the car is going 80 kilometers per hour is stopped by the brick wall, your body keeps going 80 miles per hour. And of course, there's a song.
Law number one. Law number one. Law number one is Newton's first. Law number one is Newton's best. It says things keep moving when they're moving, and when they're not, they stay at rest. Law number one is Newton's first. Law number one is Newton's best. It says things keep moving when they're moving, and when they're not, they stay at rest.
This condition you may have heard of. It's something everyone calls inertia. Kinda like a car moving up the hill. Keeps you moving forward and standing still. So if you don't know, then pay attention. Talking about Newton's law number one. So if you don't know, then pay attention. Talking about Newton's law number one.
If you wanna climb,
I'll have to serve ya knowledge and effects called inertia.
if you wanna climb,
I'll have to serve ya knowledge and effects called inertia.
Now the word for this condition won't hurt ya. Keeps you moving forward, it's called inertia. The word for this condition won't hurt ya. Even keeps you standing still, it's called inertia.
Law number one is Newton's first. Law number one is Newton's best. It says things keep moving when they're moving, and when they're not, they stay at rest.
Law number one is Newton's first. Law number one is Newton's best. It says things keep moving when they're moving, and when they're not, they stay at rest.